There are so many possible career choices in the world today. One can pick from simply working at a drive-thru to becoming president. I'm going to be a senior in high school, and it's time that I start looking for my career. My options are endless, although I haven't had very much experience in any field. My list varies from becoming a daycare owner to becoming the speechwriter's president. But my number one choice is becoming a social worker. Today I'm going to discuss with you what they do, the requirements of becoming one, and other facts and statistics related to social work. Social workers are people who serve others who are struggling, having a crisis, or unable to provide for themselves and their families. According to Prospects, 50% of social workers work with children and their families. Social workers are often involved in child abuse cases. They are in charge of removing the child from an unsafe environment and finding him or her a safer home. Social workers are involved in the court cases to present evidence of child abuse. A few other tasks of a social worker include being there to support their patients, counseling their clients, helping through tough medical time, as well as making sure families are doing well. Social work can oftentimes be an emotional and stressful career, especially since most times a social worker must force their involvement into the lives of others. On average, social workers work 40 hours a week. Other times they may be working holidays, weekends, or evenings, depending on their cases that they have. There are many types of social workers. Few include mental health and substance abuse workers, medical and public health workers, and social science workers. It takes a lot of training and education to be skillful and to know how to handle certain situations. Many colleges and universities have great social work programs. In a social work ranking done in 2008, Washington University in St. Louis was ranked number 1. In order to become a social worker, one must have gone to school for 4 years and received their bachelor's of social work. Depending on the state you live in, the requirements for the certification of social work vary. In Nebraska, there are 2 types of certification: CSW, Certified Social Workers, and a CMSW, Certified Master Social Worker. With the CSW, one may be allowed to practice, but not independently. They must have someone with a higher degree above them. With the CMSW, one may practice alone, but after passing a state examination, receiving their Master's of Doctorate, and having 3,000 hours of experience. Besides the state requirements, there are personality traits that are often good to have as a social worker, such as patience and listening. In order for your clients to trust you, you must be willing to listen to them and have patience for their situation. Another great trait to have is understanding. One must understand where their client is coming from so that their client can feel related to them. Social skills are a necessity to have. As a social worker, you may be in front of a group of other social workers, or you could be in front of a simple 2-year-old, and you need to know how to communicate with people of all ages. Social work is often an underlooked career. But according to BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, social work career is supposed to grow 30% by 2010. This is opening multiple careers for its current juniors and seniors in high school. In 2006, social workers maintained 595,000 jobs. Of the 595,000, 282,000 jobs were child, school, or family social workers. Although social workers may be very busy and have full schedules, their salaries can range from as low as $37,000 to $62,000, depending on their field of expertise. After discussing with you what social workers do, the requirements of becoming one, and other facts and statistics related to them, I hope you see the need for social workers, and maybe you will go and seek out the social work department. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget how you acted, but people will never forget how you made them feel. This quote by Maya Angelou is very true for the social work career.